Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Magic the Gathering Arena. Today I'm just catching the end of the Cascade Constructed, so I thought I'd give it a go, see what we can turn this 250 gold into, with a little deck that I've just messed about with making, the Cascade deck. I actually played my Ixalan's dinosaurs and did fairly well in the contest to start with. That was more to win all the other points that I was accumulating for the week. This is potentially a nice deck. If it wins a couple, I'll show you what's in it. Otherwise, you'll see what's in it as it goes forward. And I'm hoping to get at least 202 cards for my 250. Okay, so 3 wins would be nice. 5 games, 3 wins out of 5 isn't too bad. Can I hope for better? Maybe it's going to be a terrible deck. Who knows? It is literally, I've just put a deck together based around knights. And it might be absolutely terrible, but they seem to have a good Cascade style to them. So, we want at least 2 starting mana. Mostly white is applicable as well, because we've got a lot of white here. But there doesn't seem to be a lot of second... Yeah. We've got double green there, we've got a red there, we've got 4, we've got a 3. Creature, that's no good to me. Need a double white to start getting knights out. Let's keep it and see how it plays, because we haven't got time for mulliganing in this one. Let's see what we've got. They're mulliganing down to 6, so that gives us a little advantage, and we're playing against black, which not so much advantage. They get a 1, unless they've got any moxes. A 0 cost mana item, then nothing comes out for them. Good. Nice. And they get a little 1/1 Bane Hound that has haste. It's a very nice card, I like it. I will throw in the planes because, well, got nothing to cast yet. Let's hope we get a land on the next phase. I have got plenty of land in there, but you know how it is with this Magic Arena. Sometimes it just doesn't seem to shuffle right, does it? And now we've got that. Okay, so we're good. I think I will play that in this turn tapped, because we can do the History of Benalia in the next citywide bus. Destroy all creatures with toughness 4 for late game. Little prison to get rid of these little ones late game as well. So for right now, we're just going to go bring out the knights. Cascade into a novice knight at 2. That's lifelink, that's okay. A 2/3 defender. Quite nice. And we've got 2 knights going on there. Just need a little enchantment to go on the novice knight. No problem though. But we're going to have some kind of murder spells coming up against us as well. A little untamed thingy. Bringing out a Lanois. Nice. Fine. Comes out unkicked. 2/2. I've got a 2/3 blocker. Awesome. Bring another knight out. If I bring a Knight of Autumn out, I can put some counters on. Don't really need to put any counters on, do I? Next phase, Knights I control are going to get massive, and I can make a stand as well to give them even more damage going in. If I get rid of one of their creatures this turn, it might be useful, because that's Vigilance and Trample, Lifelink and Haste. Yeah, we're not going to worry too much. This is the only one I'm worried about, really. If I get rid of this turn, or I bring the Knight out this turn, I can have a little bonus. They'll cascade into something good. Well, Ajani's Welcome's okay. We'll have that. And down to gain a life. And I will put 2 counters on to make it an awesome attacker. Let's not attack this turn. Let's see if we can remove the enchantment before next turn, and then I've got a couple of good swings. I might, in theory, be able to get us something else. We've now got an Axe Banner, an Axe Bane Beast, and another Lanois to deal with, but I can Prism Realm the big beast that can block my creatures, and throw the rest in quite simply. Knights have got a decent amount this turn. That should stay put. Other knight creatures get +1/+1. Would that be enough to survive against that? Yes, it would. So we might just have the Valiant Knight out instead, or make them all +1 undestructible and charge, or get rid of it. Options, options, options. Plenty of options. We like plenty of options. It's good. Let's start with the Knight, the Valiant Knight, because that'll give me a good cascade into, well, a Knight of Autumn. Why not? The Knight of Autumn. I'll have the +2 counters. Bring that Knight out. Everybody's happy. All attack. We've got some good blockers. Held back. A 7/5 and 2 5/4s. Not a bad turn 4. That's 17 points of damage coming at you in turn 4. I love this Cascade mechanic. It's awesome. If only they brought the Cascade mechanic back out for creatures, then we'd have Cascade into a Cascade creature, which is Cascade into another Cascade creature, and so on. Be epic. He's thinking, does he want to block all these? He can't block them all, really, can he? He could take out 1 or 2 creatures, but the board is just getting bigger. And he might even just have walked off to put the kettle on. Oh, so many times I've had those kind of players that when they know they've got you've got them beat, they'll just go, right, I've had enough of this game. It's not going to work. I'm going to go and have a cup of tea. And they'll go off and they'll just put the kettle on, no doubt, and just leave you in the hopes that you're going to give up because you won another game. Oh no, there's someone there. They just went across their card. Thrashing thingy. Oh, but he's only drawn a Lanois. Ooh, that is a downside to Cascade. You throw out a big creature and you get a little Lanois or so. It's got plenty of blockers this time though. What are we bringing in here? We've got really nothing, have we? So, okay, we will block as such. We will block 2/2 on there. It's got Vigilance and Trample, nothing else. And we'll block this. What? You don't want me to block anything? Really? Oh, did you realise that you hadn't got anything? Okay. Well, there's the first one. And I'm getting a little extra reward there as well. So, 1 win. We are now up to 100 gold back. We just got 100 gold back for completing the quest. And 2 cards. At least 2 common. Not a bad little thing. I quite like my Cascading Knight so far, but that could have just been a one-off. Could just have been that deck. I'll get my excuses in now before the next match starts. And see where we go from here. Surgeon. Will you be a magic surgeon or not? Okay, so now bring to trial. Yeah, Benalia again. 2 colours and the Knight. Yeah, I kind of like the Knight because there's a 2-mana aura which can hit the Knight as one of the targets. So I can kind of cascade into the Knight to equip the Knight, which is quite nice. We shall bring the Enter tapped in. Give them an idea that we're playing Boros. Yes, playing Boros Knights. That one can also enter tap because I really don't need to bring out the Novice Knight just yet with the History of Battalia thing. Shuffle all my deck up, thank you. Exile it all, put it all back. Cheers. It's like a little shuffle. Sometimes it's been useful, other times putting cards to the top of the deck isn't so great. Now, do I History of Battalia? Yeah, I do. I History. Get some Knights in your face. So what could we possibly draw? We get the Knight's Pledge. So now the Knight's Pledge is ready to sit on the Novice Knight. So I'm glad that went that way round. If I was casting the Knight's Pledge, then one of the only targets is a Novice Knight, or in and of itself, and now I'm attacking for 4 in my turn 3. Very nice, isn't it? I like what it does. It's fairly aggressive, but I've got these exile cards for getting rid of the big stuff that I can't handle with my white weenies. And I've also got an indestructible thing floating around as well, which I can cast those on my turn, but I cast that on their turn and cascade into another blocker of some kind, which is also very good. Okay. Get another Knight, throw that in. Knights are going to get a bonus next turn, so let's bring on the big Knight of Autumn. I don't need any utility of the big Knight of Autumn. We'll have another Novice Knight as well. Why not? With the blocker, Knight of Autumn, we shall make Knight of Autumn big. And we'll attack with everything we've got, because they're not blocking anything. Down to 10. Basically, if they don't play something really awesome next, then that's it. They're going to have to blow the board up. And I'm still going to have a 4-5 Novice Knight. Yep, still going to have a 4-5 Novice Knight, which will gain another bonus in the next phase as well. If only I could make a stand at that point, that would have been great. But, you know, things happen. Let's enter tapped. We don't need it. And shall we make a stand in order to pump up the damage by 1 and cascade into something? I don't think we need to. I think I can cascade into something on their turn if they try and target the Novice Knight. Because obviously the Novice Knight is now in kill range. But this will make her indestructible and cascade into a creature on their turn if they ever go. Well, Gate Colossusing, which means I can bring it to trial and exile it. Put it back into its library, fine. It gets some extra land, no problem. It's game over, man, game over. Novice Knight, 4 damage. You've got to do it. So bring out 2 lands, and what do you got? Resolve the Gate Colossus. Yeah, you think you've got a blocker, but you don't know what I've got yet. And I'm not going to bother cascading make a stand. I'll save that in case I need it for something else in my turn. Another Novice Knight. I shall bring to trial the Gate Colossus. And cascade into another Knight's Pledge, which can go on to the Novice Knight for safekeeping. I could have potentially cast this Novice Knight first, that would have been good, wouldn't it? But then, I didn't need it, so boom. Another quick win for the Boros Knights. I say Boros Knights, but there's a little splash of red in there. So, what's that one? Tell me in the comments below, is it, what was it? I can't remember what it's called when you get all those colours in. But now we are up to 150 and 2 cards. There's Bant, there's Jund, there's Zara? No, I can't remember what it is. You tell me in the comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Let's go on with the next one. So we haven't lost one yet, 2 wins. I was only aiming for 3 wins. We've had like, what, 12 minutes? We've had like 12 minutes of play so far. Nothing. And we're already 2 wins up. The deck seems to be working fairly nice as a Cascade deck. It might even work fairly nice in competitive play. But as an aggro deck, a Knight's aggro deck, I might rename it Knight's aggro once we finish this. I've got a couple of bindings I'm not really that keen on. It's another turn 3 Benalia, which we've had good luck with that so far. We also get this, which is 2 white Knight creature tokens, or destroy one of their enchantments. We've got 2 Ixalan's bindings, which will be good when we get to that stage, and a True Fire. That's going to be difficult to cast. I'm tempted to mulligan this, but as we're on a winning streak, I will play what I'm dealt and see what we get. 1 loss is not a big deal. If maybe I was sitting on a 1 loss already and I had that choice to make, maybe I'd have mulliganed that hand. My opponent has also gone down to 6, so we have an advantage there. 2 land. It's a fairly pacey deck. Should be okay. We're up against a red deck wins. It's going to go into nothing. Yeah, going to go into nothing. We get another land. Okay, so shall I bring? We shall bring Guildgate in tapped. Get 2 damage off that, and a 1 mana spell goes boom in my face. Yeah, okay. He's only attacking for 1 then. 2 damage to me, 1 damage to my face in attack. Good job we've got some life gain in this deck. If we can get to the point where we life gain, then all is well. I'm going to drop the plains here. I can always spend 2 life on the Temple Garden if necessary, but I might draw into a land that allows me to cast History of Benalia. Another one, okay. And then another one gets a shock out. Shocking. Okay, playing a red deck wins in this format is also great. But most of my removal is aimed at higher level creatures. I mean, this is just turn 3, and he's smacking me down, and there's not really much I can do about it, is there? So if I pay 2 life for that, that's going to leave me on 2. And then I am going to be able to do what exactly? Bring out 1 blocker, and he's going to be able to hit me for more. So that is good game, Red Deck Wins. It is all yours. I conceded. Yeah, not a very fast hand, was it? Not a very fast hand. I knew I should have mulliganed it, but on a winning streak, you sometimes go full tilt, don't you? You just go, whatever. I'm winning. I can't be beat. I can't be beat. But, yeah, you can. Just like that. The next opponent. And in this video malarkey, you're just like, you're only as good as your last win, aren't you? You're only as good as your last video. Alright then, 15 minutes in. We've got a Johnny's Welcome and a Knight, and we're running. We don't have the red mana right now, but we should be okay with this. Let's go. I could change this a little bit to a white-green, but by the time I change it to a white-green, we are going to be out of time for the Cascade tournament. So this is like my one chance to record something. I'm playing mono blue now. Oh my word. Is it going to be blue? Yeah, it looks like mono blue to me. All them cards just cycle through to one mono blue. But it's not a low mono blue. That was a lot of cards before they got a 1 mana out, didn't it? Let's get both this Knight. Oh, did it the wrong way around. Did it the wrong way around. Johnny's Welcome should have gone out first. Not going to catch anything in there. I should have gained the life off it. Never mind. Too late. Wrong way round. But I've got a decent blocker to block the Gearsmith Prodigy if they choose to attack. So it's a little bit more artifacts rather than blue tempo. So this is okay. Yeah. Blue tempo would have been tougher to me. Yeah, blue artifacts. This was like one of the first decks that I made. A Tesseract was one of the first cards I drew out of a booster. An all-blue Tesseract, the old-school Tesseract, and I made a mono-blue artifact deck with these kind of cards in. And I loved it. I played it for weeks. It was great. I then started winning gold and started playing other stuff. But it goes wide really fast. It's a real good aggro deck. I could convoke this to get some stuff in. It's a sorcery speed. Let's tap that in first. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I've got that ability as well. But let's Knight's Pledge. We'll target this Novice Knight. And we'll maybe draw out another Novice Knight. Yeah. Or it would be another Johnny's Welcome. One or the other. So now we've got an attacker and a defender. And I could feel comfortable attacking into that because I'm going to take out at least 2 of their creatures. So I am going to attack in with that. Take out 2 of their creatures if they like. They could chump block it, take out 1 creature. That's fine too. Yep, I'm okay with that. So long as I keep whittling down their width and growing wide myself. I've got to take 1 out a turn and go wide myself. They're not going to be attacking. Oh, they're water knotting that one. Okay. They've got that kind of spell in there as well, have they? Well, I could destroy that enchantment if I wanted, and then start swinging. Really? They didn't cascade into anything? They must have cascaded into a spell type and decided to leave it in there. Bum, bum, bum. Some kind of blue counter spell, maybe. They cascaded into a blue counter? That would be silly, wouldn't it? Oh, we got an Ixalan's Binding. That's coming up fairly soon. Bring to trial. We don't want to use that, do we? Do we want to destroy target enchantment? Or put 2 knights with vigilance on the pitch? Oh. I don't really like having my Novice Knight all wrapped up like that, so I'm going to destroy the enchantment. The Water Knot. And then pay for it. Silly Convoke. And then bring something out that's useful. Another Novice Knight. Wow. Seem to be Novice Knight time. Boom, that goes. And now we've unlocked that Novice Knight again. So now we've got a good couple of blockers again. He's still got that 1/1 flyer that could be coming at me every turn. There is that. And hopefully we draw mana. We've got Ixalan's Binding. We can get rid of something big, like the Air Elemental with this. We've got a bookcase. Yeah, okay, awesome. Yeah, little 1/1. Flying over the top. Go for it. Go for it. All yours. Another Ixalan's Binding. So we got exile that creature and Cascade into a Knight's Pledge for this Novice Knight over here to wear and make another 4/5. Oh yeah, and get rid of that one. And I'm going to attack with both of them because I need to be aggro. I need to be aggressive. I need them to be on their guard, not the other way around. They can multi-block as many times as they want. It's going to clear their board out. And I'm bound to draw something else. So they're putting 2 Gearsmiths and a Diamond Mare against those. Okay. I think I will take out the... Well, I think I'd prefer to take out the Diamond Mare. But they've not blocked that way this time. And they're still going to take 4 with the other one. He's deciding. Going to decide. It's going to take him a little while to figure out the best play. Or just take all the damage, why don't you? Okay. And then swing in for your 6 damage instead. It's going to be very difficult. Oh, they've got a Jace. And they get a life back. Jace is going to cascade into another Gearsmith Prodigy. Yay. And what's this Jace do? Oh yeah, if he mills himself to death, then he wins. Yeah, that's gonna happen. It might actually cascade into mill cards. That's what might happen. Have a little draw. Yeah. Shall I? Might try and mill himself, I suppose. Yeah, go for it. Go on. I'm going to block one of them. One out. Take a little damage myself. Bring to trial. There's nothing to bring to trial, is there? Power 4, greater. No, I've only got my own. So again, I'm stuck on land this time. And there's not really a lot I can do apart from attack Jace, I guess. Force him to block a little bit. Take out his Jace. Or at least take it right down. Take a couple of his creatures out while he's at it. Yeah, take 2 creatures out, that'll do. 2 removals off the board. Thank you. Limiting his choices for defense again. And that is all I can do this turn. Sucks the mana rate. Sucks. The mana sucked today. He's on turn 7 mana. I'm still on turn 3 mana for this game.
It's a matter of getting.
He's milling himself and picking up cards. That's okay. He could be milling me, I suppose. It could be worse. Brings 2 more width on the board. And then nothing else. He doesn't seem to have the cards. Oh, he does. He's got another Diamond Mare, another blue, gain life. Yeah, no problem. And another little chopper. Swinging over for 1, maybe. Okay. Yeah, go wide. Go wide with the artifacts. I love the deck type. The deck type's really nice. Throwing a Jace in there as well, that's pretty cool. Not so sure about a Jace with the... Oh, yes, I got the red. Not so sure about the Jace in this particular deck. But I suppose if you've got one, it would be rude not to use it, wouldn't it? Let's go. All attack on Jace again. All attack on Jace face. Now, they've got enough to take out some of my creatures, but I can clear the board a bit. And now I'm on 1 red, I can start bringing out other creatures. They're going to block with the Pioneers, because Pioneers don't count for much. They're a 1/2 blocker after they've brought out the Thopter. So just going to chump block with those 2. That's fair enough. That's probably what I would do as well. And this one's going to be a tough match, isn't it? They're going wide and I got mana screwed. But on the plus side, they're going to take a while to mill themselves this way. They can fly over for 3, but now we're bringing out a flyer, a 2/2 flyer that can start blocking. We can Ixalan's Binding Jace if we really think it's necessary. If the Gearsmith Guardian has a bonus, then we can bring it into trial, which is nice. Yeah. Yeah, he's 5/5, so we'll be able to bring him to trial in our turn as well. So, flying over for 3? No, he's going to go in across the land as well. So we'll get 5 out of us. 6, 7 out of us. Okay. What about the flyers? No flyers? Okay, well, I'm going to block you one of them then. 3 flyers there, he's blocked, but he's going to chump block with the flyers, no doubt. Alrighty. Now, bring to trial or Ixalan's Binding. Can't cast spells with the same name. Not really that bothered about that. Exile a creature, or do I bring a creature in first? Take 3 damage there. Oh, he's going to use blockers, so he's only going to take 1 damage there. Let's bring to trial, exile him, and see what we cascade into. We've still got some options for cascading. Another giant is welcome. Okay, that's bringing life back on the pitch. That's good. Get that out. And then all attack at Jace. He's going to have to block, isn't he? Or is he going to let Jace die? He's probably going to block. 2 chump blocks, yeah. Whittling his battle force down, yeah. And he's now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 coming in, yeah. So we're managing to take care of his chump blockers and his big threats, which is nice. This Bring to Trial is an excellent card. Ixalan's Binding gets used so much, but as soon as you destroy Ixalan's Binding, it comes back onto their battlefield. Whereas this, just exile, just gone. Which is good, and it's a bit cheaper. Especially when I've got a deck that manages to get width most of the time. Most of the time it's got width. Night of Autumn could be a big target again. Another one of them. If I had Ixalan Binding it, then he wouldn't be able to cast it. There's a thing that I should have, could have, maybe would have. He's going to go in for a small amount with that. Get a couple of life back himself. Sleep, my guys. And get some more life for himself. Okay. Jace is nearly at 8. Draw 7 cards. Nearly at 8.
This.
But we do have a Flying Haste. So we might be able to knock him on the head before he can do his ultimate draw 7 cards. Because basically that's going to refill. And that's a terrible idea. I want to try and stop that. Almost as much as I want to stop bleeding out. Maybe I just Jace him. No, because I've got to get rid of all this stuff, haven't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm on 6. So I need to bring out a creature to do some blocking, gain 2 life. And I need to Ixalan Binding to get rid of that. Ixalan Binding can probably only hit a creature. There's plenty of 3-mana creatures. I hope it only hits a creature. Let's Ixalan Binding Jace. Well, we'll take it. And now we know we've got a blocker. We get 2 more life. So now the most ideal would be to get rid of the Guardian so he can't do it again, or Jace because he can draw 7 cards. We'll do it. We'll get rid of Jace.
I'll plan better next
so he
time.
can't draw those cards. Keep him mana screwed. We're going to end up blocking on the 5 and taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 8. And then we've got some Knights of Autumn that can come in and gain 4 life each time. And these are now untapping because we've no longer got... Oh, okay, I say these. No longer got sleep spell on us. So one of them can untap. Opponent attacks all out, of course. I'll then have to block there. And take 6. Still alive for now. Now, unless something amazing happens, I've lost that game too. Sun Petal Grove comes in untapped. I can enter the battlefield, gain 4 life, and see what else enters the battlefield. If my opponent's ready to let that happen. I need a 3 mana. Another exile would be nice. Just thinking about it. What do we get? A plain old lightning strike. Well, that's the most damage that can come in at me. That's also annoying, though, that he's gaining life. Let's take care of the Diamond Mare, because I can kill one of those with a chump block. Stop him gaining life and take care of one of his attackers. One less attacker, and now I get the gain 4 life. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What? 3 defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage. No attacks. 6 damage incoming. I can chump block those guardians. Got another flying. What's he going to drop into? Oh, really? He cascaded into a water knot. Oh, GG. That's pretty much it then. Can only block 2. Those 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And then another 4 on the table. Virtually game over. I can't think of anything I can pick up that's going to be any good in this scenario. Yeah, you could have just pressed all attack. So we'd have to block there, block there, and take 6. And I don't think there's anything I can draw. Definitely not a plains. That's not going to cut it. I'm going to be out in the next turn. So, good game, fella, good game. And concede. Right, so we ended the Cascade constructed. 2 wins, 2 losses, and we get a prize of a little bit of gold. A little bit of gold, plus the 100 that we picked up during as well. And the cards. An interplanetary beacon. Whenever I cast a Planewalker spell, I gain 1 life. Adds normal mana, doesn't empty tapped as well, so it's a decent one. That might even work nicely in my Tezzeret deck. And play Peswatan and add 2 mana of different colours. Spend this mana only to cast Planeswalkers. So that's fairly useful as well for my Tezzeret deck. I like it. Interplanar Beacon. And Azura Skyguard. Flying first strike for 6, a 3/3. And creatures my opponent controls, -1, -0. Fairly nice control. So that was the Cascade constructed in a few minutes. Thank you very, very much for watching. I've got a couple of 1,000 gold now to spend on a couple of new packs, which I'm not going to show you because you've run out of time. Thank you and goodbye.